Alright, here we go. This song is currently called You've Got a Ghost. Well, thank you, RJ. Appreciate that.
I'll never believe. It's better to say it to my face than lie straight through your teeth. Don't lead me on, don't let me down. All of the promises you make won't mean a thing until you live it out. Honest at first, the money complicates even the best of intentions. So pack your things, leave everyone you love. Try not to take it so personal until I see. I'll never believe. It's better to say it to my face than lie straight through your teeth. Don't lead me on, don't let me down. All of the promises you make won't mean a thing until you live it out. We're so excited, everyone's excited. Well, I'm not excited for this. All of the promises you make won't mean a thing until you live it out. Don't let me down. It's better to say it through your teeth than lie straight through my face.
I totally botched the final chorus by starting halfway through, so I tried to make it work and confused myself. But yeah. Hey, thanks, Dave. Yeah, it's supposed to be a rocker when and if it happens. That's the problem with trying to launch a solo career, especially during a mass quarantine, is I still want to rock. So even though I'm playing an acoustic guitar, when and if these songs get recorded, they're not going to be like, you know, oh, no, that garbage. Anyway, I mean, like, I write songs like that too. They're fine. Eastmost Pensuela. Eastmost Pensuela. RJ knows. He knows Flight Metaphors lore. Speaking of Eastmost Pensuela, this week I did a massive demo dump, to use terrible imagery. But yeah, all over Bandcamp this week I've been posting demos and outtakes and alternate versions, all kinds of stuff from all three of Flight Metaphor's albums. Our earliest demos, pre-production demos from when we were just about to record our first album, Mess. Eastmost Peninsula, a whole bunch of really cool, like, full band demos from that. There's some stuff on there that I think is kind of fun to go back and listen to. And then just last night, or very early this morning, I posted a 35-track demo collection from stuff from our last album. So if you're interested in hearing how songs start and how they kind of change and morph and finally become something different altogether, hopefully something better and refined and awesome sounding by the end of it, yeah, you can do that. But anyway, here is another new song. This one's actually relatively dated for me personally. I wrote it more than 5 years ago, but it's a song that I never got around to recording. We were going to, we had worked on this one with Flight Metaphor, and we were going to start playing it, but then things just kind of wound down, as it were. Yeah, so this one is kind of on deck to be recorded at some point here in the future. So here we go. Sometimes I wonder why I'm here, and why I ever let you near, and why you left me to rot in this old town. 'Cause I can't even count the times that I have been left behind. It seems like no one ever sticks around. Jesus, save me from this town, from this town. Jesus, save me from this town, from this town. But I'm the one to blame for this constant bout with brokenness. 'Cause life is transit and I'm just standing still. So even when my heart is numb, I know you can overcome. Would you intervene and set me free? Jesus, save me from myself, from myself. Jesus, save me from myself, from myself. You said you never let me go, so why on earth am I alone? There better be a reason for this pain. 'Cause I know in my heart you're there, but this is more than I can bear. Come rescue me, I'm desperate for your peace. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're my God. Jesus, save me. Jesus, save me. So that's kind of a bummer of a song, right? But that's kind of where it was at when I wrote that song. Just kind of this feeling of being alone and abandoned, and kind of wondering, okay, how much of this is my fault? How much of this do I need to be saved from? It's one of those songs where I'm intentional about not using the name of Jesus flippantly when I write songs. I don't want to just, I don't know, I want to have reverence for the name of my God, and so it's actually pretty rare in which I use his name in my music, and that's not because I'm trying to avoid using religious language. I think if you I just saw your comment, RJ. I think if you I mean, you can do that for the wrong reasons, like to try to, like, oh, you know, I want to have a wider audience. Like, that's not what I'm thinking when I write a song. But yeah, so I kind of mean it if I ever do use the name of Jesus in my music, because that's something I've thought out. So anyway, this song is a song that sounds fun, but it's ultimately kind of a song about gaslighting somebody. So I was thinking about calling this song Gaslighter, but then the Dixie Chicks announced a new album, and it's called Gaslighter, so that's not happening, because we already had a song called Let It Go, and that got screwed up. But anyway, so this song right now is called Sorry Not Sorry. So here we go.
It's all on me, it's all my fault, and I could never make it right. So here's this song, it's 3 chords long, in hopes that you will soon forgive me. I just need you to know I love you so. For this, and I know it's all my fault. You know that I'm gonna make a mess of this, but I don't.
So there's a lyric in that song that I'm proud of. The second line, I guess the second full stanza, whatever. There's a line where I sing, so here's a song, it's 3 chords long, right? And then I play a 3rd chord and a 4th chord. That is an intentional reference to Weird Al's parody of Got My Mind Set on You, made popular by George Harrison. His song is called This Song Is Just 6 Words Long, but this song is just 6 words long. So it's veiled, but I got Weird Al references in my songs, you guys. ladies. Okay, so this song is called Back Where I Was. It's actually going to be the last tune I'm playing tonight. I'm just playing 4 brand new songs, just getting it out there. I figured after a week of posting a whole bunch of old stuff, I'd play something new. So this song is called Back Where I Was. It's probably the song that we were most excited about in Flight Metaphor before we called it quits. It's another one that I've been working on for years, but it's really fun to play. So this is another one. Once it does get recorded, it's gonna rock. So here we go. Let's see if I can remember how to play it.
I've been digging graves for stepping stones, just to earn myself some extra bones, but I don't mind, I don't mind. Oh, these meager muscles growing sore, forced to till somebody else's soil, but I don't mind, I don't mind. Every time that I think that I'm doing fine, something comes along and I find that I'm back where I was. Whoa, every time that I think that I'm doing fine, something comes along and I find that I'm back where I was. I've been looking for immunity, a constant searching for security that I can't find, I can't find. 'Cause if I wanna live, I've gotta die and give my body over when it's time that I'm alive, that I'm alive. Every time that I think that I'm doing fine, something comes along and I find that I'm back where I was. Whoa, every time that I think that I'm doing fine, something comes along and I find that I'm back where I was. I cannot reconcile my inhibitions, this constant sense of fear and sacred mission, but I trust in you. Help me trust in you. Every time that I think that I'm doing fine, something comes along and I find that I'm back where I was. Whoa, every time that I think that I'm doing fine, something comes along and I find that I'm back where I was, that I'm still singing.
Had some tempo issues there, but yeah. Oh man, sorry, I didn't scroll down until just now. I don't know if you're still watching, RJ, but Man, what am I listening to right now? What's influencing my music today? Honestly, a lot of the same stuff, man. Reliant K's Air for Free is the last album that I got like super excited about. And then I think that the most recent one since then is Half Alive's Now Not Yet is a brilliant record. That album, probably my favorite record from 2019. And in fact, they just today, I believe, released an EP of them playing like some arrangements from their last record with like an orchestra. So that's kind of cool. It's called the Inflorescence EP. So definitely check that out. And if you haven't heard their album, go listen to Now Not Yet first. Other than that, super stoked on the new Phantom Planet stuff that's coming out. Yeah, I'd say those three are a good representation of what I'm listening to quite a bit right now. Is the last Reliant K album. I know that's a couple years old at this point, but really good songwriting on that one. Half Alive and Phantom Planet. So a lot of the same stuff from back in the day. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I guess I could play one more here. I don't know. Since you said you are still here, RJ, is there anything you want to hear before I wrap things up? I know you know some of my songs, so that's not a dangerous question with you. Sometimes I'd be like, anybody want to hear anything? And crickets. Woo! I'm falling out of tune. So yeah, let me know. I'll tune this thing back up and I'll play one more song. Also, while RJ deliberates here, unless he has already said something. No, he hasn't. Just want to remind everybody, I am kind of like restarting as a solo artist here after being in bands for, gosh, I mean, almost 20 years. I'm doing the like, hey, check out my music thing again for the first time since I was a teenager. So anything you guys can do to like, by word of mouth, let people know about me, whether it's reposting something that I've posted or just sending a link to your friends and saying, hey, check this guy out. I am getting stuff on Spotify soon. Right now you can just look for Flat Metaphor, Perfect Paradox stuff, but yeah, Mike Harvat will eventually be on Spotify. Alright, gonna play Heaven Is My Home. Actually, I don't know if I've played that at all doing any of these live streams. Maybe once. I think the first night I did it because David Potter asked me to sing it. Alright, here we go. Here is Heaven Is My Home, an oldie but a goodie. I actually wrote this song in the wake of my friend Chris Bothoff, in the wake of his passing shortly after we graduated from high school, due to an illness that was more or less undiagnosed. Just out of nowhere, his body started shutting down and started grappling quite a bit with a lot of like life and death type questions, and I don't know, just processing like why him and not me. You know, he loved the Lord, he was a good guy, was active in the church, and yeah, and you think about what's going on right now, and it's also kind of like one of those things where it just feels like with COVID-19, they say stuff about you know, it being, the elderly being particularly susceptible to it, but from what I hear, it almost feels like it's just like a roll of the dice. You know, if you get it, you you either live or you don't. But I guess that's the way with anything. You get up this morning, and you're either gonna make it to the end of the day or you're not. So anyway, what's your second question? Oh. Sorry, I didn't notice that there was obviously a few songs that you classify as worship. Are there any of your songs that aren't explicitly worship that you consider to be a heartfelt worship tune? Oh, dude, so many. I mean, "Heaven Is My Home" is one of those songs. Obviously, I don't know if I'd ever lead that in a congregational setting. I have played it at 2 funerals. But man, thinking of other songs, there's an old Perfect Paradox song called "The Conversation Everlasting" that I've played a few times rather, recently for the first time in years, and that song is all about, you know, praying without ceasing, kind of having this ongoing conversation with God. But let me think about the new record, the latest Flight Metaphor record. Tunnel Vision, no. Hold Fast, no. I wrote that for Connor Anderson, telling him, like, hey, don't give up, buddy. What else? Let It Go, no. Not a worship song. The Fight, no, not a worship song. Echoes is probably in there. Yeah, Echoes is a worship song. Every Hidden Thing is not a worship song, but it's very biblical in its language and imagery. Just this idea of like walking in the light, and this idea of like holy fire burning off all the chaff and all the wickedness. You know, kind of that process of sanctification. Man, I'm starting to meander here, but yeah, I'd say that there's a lot of tunes that I mean, obviously You're There on the record. We've actually used that one in worship settings before, but yeah, there's a lot of songs that, for one reason or another, they're kind of a prayer. Like out of the new stuff that I'm singing, certainly that one that I played, the sad sounding song, that song was a lament, which I would actually consider a subset of worship music. If we're going to be able to take our praises to God, we should also be able to take our grievances. So anyway, here's Heaven Is My Home. Thank you for listening. Thanks for hanging out.
Fear, it means nothing to the one who is most assured of a life everlasting. There's nothing to be afraid of. This time I intend to answer. I don't belong here. I yearn for the day I'll be there. 'Cause I know that heaven is my
Thanks for sticking around, RJ. That's awesome. So glad you could join me. It's funny. No promotion for this one tonight. I just felt like playing some new songs and sharing it with whoever would listen. And RJ, indeed. I'll just leave it with that. Love you guys. I say I love you guys, speaking directly to RJ right now, but also to anybody who catches this after the fact when it's no longer a live video. Appreciate you. If you've made it this far, it means a lot. Don't forget to hug your family when quarantine was over. See, you thought I was going to say like and subscribe, but you know. Anyway, have a good night. It's good chatting with you.